Hello Foxglove friends. So I don't normally show you the shuffling bit of the 3 cards at the start, but these cards are so pretty that I thought I'd just show you the shuffling and we'd see what falls out for the first 3 cards to choose from. These are new cards that have arrived today called Seasons of the Witch on Imbolc Oracle. They look very interesting indeed. So let's just have a little shuffle. Oh, is that pile 1? Let's do a pile 1. So this is all to do with if you're worrying about something, your spirit guides have got a message for you. And part of what's led me to do this is because I've felt quite worried a lot recently because my family live in North Carolina, around where the hurricane has recently been. And I thought, well, what can I do? Because, oh, there we go, we've got 2 and 3. Oh, look at that, cinnamon rolls. So if you are feeling worried about something, just take time to breathe in, have a look at the cards. So for pile 1, we have got Winter Woodlands. And it says, take time to honour what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire. That's gorgeous. And then pile 2 is the coming of spring. So beneath my feet stir the waking, spiralling surges of warmth that tell of life ready to birth. Wow, that sounds jolly exciting. And then pile 3, cinnamon rolls. Ooh, look how lovely that is. Warm my heart, all deserving comfort readies my heart. Okay, so just pop onto the description section. You can click on the timestamp that's for this reading, and that will take you to that. And then I just want to say about what's going on in North Carolina for everybody who's struggling, who hasn't, who's had no electricity, no water, or if their properties have been damaged, if they're underwater in any way, just sending lots of love and healing. And I keep trying to send healing energy to the area, not only for my friends and family, but for everyone, to try and find swift solutions to problems for the animals out there, and hope that help comes. And I know it will do, because I've got friends who are already saying that they're going to support, and Luna is joining in there. But just for all the animals and all the people, I just send my love and thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. And we're looking at what your spirit guides have to say about something that you're worrying about. So you have chosen the Winter Woodlands, which is a super duper lovely card, look. And what this card is saying to you is it's okay to feel negative emotions. It's okay to honour those negative emotions. So quite often, if we have anger, sadness, fear, frustration, whatever it is that we consider to be a negative emotion, we try to dodge it. And we just want to go past it and get away from it. I mean, it ties in with the fact that if you have been worrying, whatever it is that you're worrying about, you may be trying to ignore. Luna is just joining in here. I don't know why. Apologies for that. Try and get her to sit down. Luna's not worrying. She's just being nosy. Yeah, so we try to ignore sometimes what we are worrying about, or what, because we try to dodge feelings that we don't want to have. However, the more that you dodge them, the more that they persist. So what you resist persists is a very good saying that is very, very true. And the thing is, your emotions aren't there to harm or hinder you. Your emotions exist to support you and serve you. So if you are feeling something, honour what you are feeling. It is telling you either to allow the upset or hurt or worry to come to the surface so that you can look at it straight in the eye. You can understand what it's telling you. So if you're worried about something, sometimes it's telling you that you need to take action to put a plan in place, you know, so that you don't need to worry about it anymore. Sometimes it's telling you that you need to get external help to support you. Sometimes it's showing you how much you love someone. But it's okay to feel your emotions, and that is part of the healing. And this card is saying that by feeling those emotions and by recognising that you have deeper emotions that are still there, trust in the fact that you are going through the healing process. Now I'm going to put that over there for now. I'm just going to show you that Luna is just out of shot. Look, my little Luna Boo is just there joining in on this reading because she's a very healing little dog and a very loving little dog, and if you were with her she would most definitely want to give you some cuddles so that you could not worry so much anymore. Now what I'm going to do is to try and help and heal you and to try and make you feel a bit better is I'm going to have a look at what's going on. So we're going to look into what has pile 1 been worrying about, please Spirit. What have they been worrying about, and then we'll get advice cards and we'll get more information about what's going on to try and pull this to completion so that you feel better and you know what action to take. So Spirit, please advise. That's what I'm going to do. Please advise, what has pile 1 been worrying about? So, we've got 2 of Pentacles, so I'll put some of these down and we'll get a bit of a picture, but that can be trying to juggle a lot of things, trying to manage all sorts of stuff. You might be juggling money. Here we've got the 6 of Pentacles. So we've got stuff to do with money and gifts. Maybe it's even with Christmas coming up. But we've got the Star here, which is to do with your self-esteem and your self-worth and how you feel about you, you know, and your hopes and dreams for the future. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which again is about money, but also about patience. So just put those there. So what you're worrying about feels very much to do with either career-wise, work-wise, or something that you're trying to build that's financially related. It's to do with wishes, as we've got here from the Star. So this is your hopes and dreams, but the Star is also about being in alignment with who you are, potentially your soul purpose, if that's relative to this. Now, we've got gifts here, so this can be either to do with a boss, or it can be to do with people from the past who are helping you on this journey to achieve what you want to do. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles here, which is about having patience to get to where you want to with the ambitions that you're trying to achieve. And how you get to success. So it's about having the patience and the slow and steady progress to allow your dreams and your ambitions to blossom. Planning, budgeting, managing investments, being careful how you spend your money. You know, there's a lot here to do with you've maybe been worrying about money, or how you're going to achieve your goals. Or what's going on from a work perspective. I wonder if we can get any more, Spirit. Can I have any more information about what's been going on for pile 1? What are they worrying about? Spirit, can I have any more information for pile 1 about what they've been worrying about, please? Sometimes when we're trying to achieve our goals or our wishes, we have to be super careful with money to give ourselves the time to get there. So that might be something that's relevant. And sometimes if we're trying to achieve our ambitions, we have to start at a lower level of income to allow us to, again, to build up to where we want to be. So there's a lot of patience that goes into that. But I feel like you do have certain support in some way, whether it's just the support of people being kind to you. There might be somebody who's shown you along the way or tried to mentor you, just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Spirit, what else have we got? Oh, arts and crafts. So that's interesting. So it might be to do with, like I said, a soul purpose or a creative project that you're trying to get off the ground. There's something in here where it can actually be charitable work sometimes, and maybe you're trying to get the money to support charitable work. But it says nothing exists without the essence of spirit. May it be whispers or chants. Your energy is what brings life to all that you create. Yeah, and that's so true. So you can try and get all the money you want, but from a manifestation process, you are putting your energy into the world. And I love the fact that this is about arts and crafts. So it's something that's potentially creative that you're doing. So we're going to put that there in the middle just for now. So then, Spirit, let's have some advice, please, for pile 1. What should pile 1 be doing to help to bring this to fruition? Let's put it like that. Spirit, what should pile 1 do to help to bring this to fruition, please? So, okay, so there's an element where you need to spend some time alone. Now, one thing I want to say about this is quite often when we are birthing something new into reality, there's a few elements around this. For one, we can rush, trying to push, trying to do things, trying to use our logical mind to go. When what we actually need to do is sit in stillness and silence and see how this person is meditating and take some time off, maybe to have a little walk through a woodland. I like the fact there's mountains here and this is almost like a waterfall. Walking by water always helps to clear your mind, to help to bring new ideas, to help you to know what decisions to take next. So either sit in silence and do some deep breathing so your subconscious and unconscious mind can bring the information about what action you need to take to the surface. Also, sometimes you need to take yourself away from people because all their opinions and ideas, and even if they're trying to support and be helpful, it can actually throw you out of the energy that you need to be in to manifest your true potential. So your true potential can only really come from the centre of you by allowing Spirit to whisper in your ear, by taking time out to be in a peaceful state so that you can hear ideas and what actions you should be taking. And so that you're acting out of, in alignment with integrity rather than out of fear or panic. When we're trying to bring something to fruition, we can act, we can go, oh my goodness, I've got to do this. I want to try and do that. I should do this. I need to do that. There's all those. We don't want that. We want you to be in true connection with your sacral chakra, which is where a lot of the creativity comes from. True creativity generally comes from when you allow yourself to connect at a deeper level to yourself by taking some nice deep breaths. Take those walks in nature, allow yourself a bit of time out so that you can get out of your logical head, which is not where all the answers are. I didn't even get to ask the question. Oh, we've got 3 that have flown out. So we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to pop that there, which means you've got a little upside down polar bear, which just looks a bit funny, which is interesting. The Queen of Cups in reverse. I think you're not being kind enough to yourself by the looks of it. Maybe being a bit hard on yourself. We've got the 9 of Cups in reverse, which is... I feel like you've got a fear that your wish isn't going to come true. And then we've got 6 of Wands in reverse. So we've got fear that you aren't going to be successful in this. So I think you've got, this is part of why the Hermit has come up, because you've got all these fears that are milling around. And, you know, the card that you've chosen at the very start says it's okay to have these emotions and these fears and these worries that are coming up. Recognize them, face them, you know, recognize, are you looking after yourself enough? Are you being kind enough to yourself? Are you afraid that your wish isn't going to come true? Are you afraid that you aren't going to be successful? There's something really wonderful that Sonia Choquette, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it properly, but that's how I'm going to say it. Sonia Choquette, who is a spiritual guidance person, very well known, quite famous. She did it in lockdown. I went to one of her sessions and she did it in lockdown where she put her hand on her heart, and you can't see me at the minute. So like she put her hand on her heart and then she said everything that she was afraid of. She said, I am afraid that, you know, whatever it is, and you say it out loud verbally. So you might say, I'm afraid that if I'm not hard on myself, that I won't achieve what I'm trying to do. I'm afraid that I might not get what I'm aiming for. I'm afraid that I might not be successful in this endeavour. And it's like emptying out the trash can, emptying out all your fears and worries so you can get it out there. And then you put your hand on your heart, you take a really deep breath, and you say, you tune into your heart space, so just put your energy and your thoughts into where your heart is. Take some nice deep breaths. And then you say, my heart tells me, and you allow it to tell you what the truth is. And so you might do, my heart tells me that I know that I'm enough. My heart tells me that I know that I can achieve whatever I want to. You know, whatever comes up for you, do that. And it will help process through some of this anxiety, and it will help ground you into the reality of what your heart's telling you rather than getting stuck in your headspace. Right, I want some more. Spirit, what other advice have we got for pile 2? For pile 1. Oh, sorry, folks. What other advice have we got for pile 1, please? And we will have a little look at what the outcomes are afterwards, pile 1. So stay tuned. Do please like and subscribe if you liking this so far, because it helps build my channel, and I really want to help more people. And you've got 2 cards. Have you got 2 cards? Yeah, so what else is going on? Aquarius. All are capable of dreaming. I like this already. But it is those who surrender to vision who are visionaries. So you will be able to actually bring about your dreams into a more conscious place of reality that's more in the 3D. So you'll be able to bring it into reality. You've had a dream, you're bringing it to a vision, which means you take action towards the vision. So it is coming for you. You know, it is happening. And we've also got antlers. Allow the magic of who you are to be seen by the eyes you keep. You are enough, which is what I've just said, my dear. Take ease in receiving. Okay, so you need to practice the art of receiving. You need to be open to receive so that you can actually allow what you're trying to achieve to come to you. If you want to work with me on that, I do life coaching, love coaching. I'm also a neurolinguistic programming master practitioner, so I can help to change any patterns or get rid of any limiting beliefs by altering things to do with your neuro pathways. It's all very clever. So you're welcome to work with me in all those ways, or get a direct one-to-one spiritual guidance reading with me, which you can go to and find on information on the description. So hold fast, because what you're thinking of and what you're applying yourself to, it is going to happen. You have got what it takes to make this happen. And make sure that you're seen so that you can receive. So share the information about what you're doing, and make sure that you're utilising social media in the right way. Make sure that you're utilising things in however you can do, so that people can see what you're doing, so that they can start to buy into what you're creating. Spirit, can you give me some information with Power 1, please, about what the outcome is going to be for this? What is the outcome going to be for this, please, Spirit? Oh my goodness, look. It's the best pile in the pack. The Sun. So that's happiness. And that means, it's the best card in the pack. You're going to get everything that you possibly want. This is a very auspicious card for achieving what you want to achieve and being happy with. And I like the fact that there's two people there with their little arms around what looks like a castle. But, if it's a home you're trying to get to, or that you're dreaming of, that you're wanting to get to in the future, it's showing that that is going to happen. You see, this is Luna's idea of heaven with these squirrels everywhere. She'd be chasing after those like crazy. And I'd like to say that maybe they're an interpretation of foxgloves on the card. But very auspicious. So things are coming. Keep persevering, Pile 1. Keep going with what you're doing. Keep having your vision and sharing what you're doing, sharing information. Take the time out to allow yourself the time to get out of your headspace, believe in yourself, and know that, just acknowledge the worries that you've got, because it's okay when you're trying to do something new and something bigger. It can be scary, and that's natural. So please don't be too harsh on yourself, because what you're going through is a very natural experience, and that is okay. People who get there see these things and they continue to persevere through it, and that is how their dreams come to fruition, come to truth. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Good luck with this Power 1. Feel free to pop in the comments, what this is all about. I'd love to know what's going on for you. And take care and the best of luck. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and today we are getting messages from your spirit guides about what you are worrying about. So this card is absolutely lovely, and interestingly, she's in a graveyard. So this is about maybe, and I like all those little birds that are on that branch there, like they're watching and they're wondering whether how to help her or not. And we've got the daffodils starting to come, and the candles are burning for the new light, and light is starting to dawn. So this card represents that you've possibly been through a very difficult time, but it's the end of that difficult time now. So it might be a breakup of a relationship, it might be the end of a job, it might be if there's been a bereavement or anything like that. But you've been through a difficult time, and that time is now passing. So if you're looking for new love or a new job, then this is positively auspicious. it's saying that the possibilities of what is before you now, in a good way, are endless, and you're going to go into a very positive phase, because all the difficult stuff, like the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes, the wheel for us is at a difficult phase. Well, you're coming out of that now into a much happier and more prosperous and more positive phase. So that's really, really, really good. I feel like, as I tune into the energy of this, that there's maybe a bit of tiredness or a bit of weariness, and that you've really needed some sort of gentleness around you. So do allow that to happen, because this is the end of a certain part of the story of your life, and you're about to begin anew. Now let's have a look at what's been going on for you, pal, too, and we'll get some information about what's going on for you. We'll get advice about what will help you to feel less worried, and then we'll have a look at what the outcome is as well. So Spirit, please can you advise what has been going on for pile 2, please, Spirit? Oh, I feel like you need such gentleness and a hug, and just, a bit of kindness and compassion towards you. Oh. Okie dokie. So interestingly, we've got the Sun, which is happiness. So I'm just going to put these out and we'll see what the full picture is. So this is what has been going on for you. Spirit. Okay, interesting. Spirit, what has been going on for pile 2, please? Page of Swords in reverse. Spirit, what's been going on for pile 2, please? So 9 of Swords in reverse. Let's shuffle those up. So I want to say that something came into your life that you thought was going to bring you happiness. You might have had a new job opportunity, you might have had an engagement, it might have been something that was, or a new home, because the 2 people here have got their arms around this. So you might have been happy or thought you were having happiness, and then these cards show that actually things weren't as you thought. So basically that you might have ended up finding that if this involved a person or people, in whatever situation it was, that they weren't as nice as you thought they were, that they'd got a darker side, and that they might have been trying to cause trouble between you and other people, or trying to actually, when you've got something good going on, that they weren't actually that nice to you, or when they should have been. And also this bit with the 9 of Swords here, this can be a dark night of the soul. So it can be a time when you start to worry and you get sleepless nights about things, and tearful outbursts, or guilt or remorse or regret, feeling, or sometimes it's worrying about somebody else. So obviously this is all about worry, so it can be worrying about another person as well, and if they're going through. So this is very interesting, because it's interesting that we've got the happiness and this tangible new beginning here, whether it's a home or an engagement or a marriage. It's something that's sort of a commitment, and it is often a new job, but it didn't turn out the way you thought it would, or you maybe are worried that it won't continue if that's the case. So just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But you've got some anxiety going on around this. So I'm going to just ask Spirit, can I have a bit more clarification about what this is about, please, Spirit? Have some more clarification about what this is about. Self-ceremony. Create the visions you desire. Take action in the plans that lead to fulfillment. Interesting. So I'm going to put that there. So what keeps coming up here really is that there's, certainly with this card and this card, it can be about ego elements coming to the surface. So whether it's your ego elements where you've thought that your only happiness can be to have something of a material aspect, or whether it's that you're achieving positive things from a material aspect and people are jealous, and then that's been upsetting you and hurting you. I think the key element here is that it's okay to have nice things, and if people feel unkind or they try to sabotage that, it's definitely a case where you should take a bit of time out and step away. And if it is causing you mental conflict, and upset, if people are behaving in a way that isn't very kind to you because of their ego states, then take a step away from that. Very interesting what we've got going on here. I'm going to have a look at Spirit. Can we have some advice for pile 2, please? And that might help me to see if it's other people doing it to you or if it's you doing it to yourself. I personally think it's other people who are being jealous and unkind because of how you're doing in life, even if you don't realise how well you're doing in life, or if you're having a nice time and you've achieved things that you really, sometimes we can get engaged and people can be really funny about it, and you think everybody's going to be really positive and excited for you if you get a new job or if you've got a new home, all those things that are meant to be good in life. And then it's so confusing because people don't respond, not all people, but some people don't respond in the way we expect. Our family, our friends, we think they're going to be delighted and happy for us. And actually sometimes when things are going well, it can trigger other people's upsets that their life isn't as good as they want it to be, or that you're getting something that they really want. Right, let's have a look at advice for you, pal 2. 7 of Swords, betrayal. Okay, so yeah, you have got folks who just aren't being as good to you as they should be. Keeping the faith. Yeah, so sometimes we need to just rise above what's going on with other people, knowing that what is meant for us won't pass us by. And if we've manifested it, that's wonderful. This can quite often be that we've laid the roots for good things to happen and it's all coming to fruition. And I want to say it's the whole Taylor Swift song of the haters gonna hate. You got to shake it off. Sorry, folks, can't really sing. But that's what, you got to shake it off. Shake it off, move away from anybody who's being unkind. Certainly don't be lying awake at night worrying about it, because there are times when we go through cycles where things have been difficult and then we start to have a happy time. Always enjoy the happy time as much as you can, because we go through the hard times enough in life. So you don't want to rest in a space of feeling unhappy because other people are trying to take your happiness away because they're not very happy. Spirit, what other advice have we got for pal 2, please? Okie dokie. So I think the behaviours of others are almost preventing you from taking the steps forward that you want to, because you're feeling a bit uncertain about how to, you might be delaying action because you don't want to upset people. Now, these things can be managed in certain ways, so you can try to either give them space and a little bit of time, or you can try to have a really mature and grown-up conversation with them. At the end of the day, people will choose however they want to behave, whether they're buying into drama or not. You can work with me. Yeah, look, we've got maturity. So it's important that you act like the mature party. Try to communicate effectively where you can, so that you manage other people's expectations, so that you're not, so that you're acting with compassion and understanding, and that goes such a long way. If you just act with compassion and understanding for what somebody is going through, then you can often allow them to get over what the problem is, and they can come round. Let me get some more. Can I have some more advice, please, for pile 2, Spirit, about how to deal with the people who are causing trouble with the good things that pile 2 is receiving in life, or that's happening for pile 2. What advice have we got for how to deal with the people and what they should do, please? Oh, rosemary bread. Oh, look at that. That's so nice, with the mother with the child. Share and commune with the ones who mean the most to you. Break bread with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mend. How absolutely lovely. So maybe set up something where you do something together, an activity, so that you don't necessarily have to talk about what's going on, but so that you can both just be yourselves for a period of time, doing something like making some bread together, or called them round for dinner, to share food with you. And I love this, that there's with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mend. So maybe use rosemary itself in the food that you're cooking, or cook them some bread. But I think it's an activity of doing something with them, so that they're not thinking about, that they're not upset about what's going on for you, but you're just having a normal time. So especially if it's children. So sometimes I've seen recently things where people have had big, special, happy occasions, but they've potentially mismanaged the communication of that happy occasion, which has meant that the children have been upset. And sometimes these can be adult children, because they don't want to feel left out. People don't like to feel unspecial, particularly children, if this applies to that. But people like to feel special and valued. So if you spend a bit of time with them doing something unrelated to what they're bothered about, or just try to have a nice time with them in a very general way, it can be so healing and kind of break the animosity that there is about, what they're not getting or how they've missed out, and it helps to heal hurts. Spirit, what else, please? I like that card. I think it's really good. Winter Besom. Sweep away ill intent while creating boundaries weaved with protection, a witch respects passage of safety. Crikey, that's jolly nice and sounds very apt. So sweep away ill intent while creating boundaries weaved with protection. How marvellous. I'm going to look literally because these are brand new. I'm going to have a quick look in the book at this one, because I feel like we might have some instructions that might help you. So, Not everyone who knocks at your door is there with good intentions, which is a terrible shame, but it's true. And that's for our nearest and dearest sometimes as well. Nor are you required to entertain any person or idea if something feels off. Witches hang brooms above their doors to protect their dwellings from negative energy. You too have such a defence against bad vibes in the form of your instincts, and sometimes the universe will send a test or challenge to see if you are honouring your soul's guidance and have truly learned your lessons from past circumstances. Okay, so you've maybe been through something like this before where people aren't behaving in the right way towards you. So are you setting your boundaries? Are you letting it affect you too much rather than shutting off from the energy and cutting your cords? Now, if you do want to cut the cords from negative energy or need any assistance with how to clear negative energy, again, you can contact me and I can work with you directly. You can book in like a spiritual guidance session and we can do it in that if you need to, and that's on my description as part of the Buy Me a Coffee link. My shop is in there, so you can have a look at that. The Winter Besom card is here to encourage a pause before moving forward with any plans. Okay, so give yourself some time out. Consider this a checkpoint that will allow you to evaluate whether the situation you have inquired about is truly deserving of safe passage into your life. So there might be a few people in this mixture. Some of them you might not want to invite into your life so much. You might want to keep them at much more of a distance or cut them out altogether if they really have been poorly behaving and not wanting the best for your highest good. So think about whether or not this person or situation represents a pattern of self-destruction or if there are red flags you can recognise from previous experiences. Receiving this card suggests it's better to be cautious if you're unsure and put boundaries in place where appropriate. The answer to your question isn't necessarily no, but it is a sign to proceed with caution. Yeah, so don't rush anything. If you're not sure about letting somebody into your life, delay them and back them off until you feel better about it. You are in full control of who you let into your house, whether it's your physical house, whether it's your personal space, whether it's into your life as, interactions, communication-wise. It's very important that you know that it's your choice and your decision about who comes into your space. Now then, I want to get a final outcome card for pile 2, please, Spirit. Can I have a final outcome card for pile 2, please, Spirit? Ooh, look at that. That looks very unusual for this. So we've got charity and generosity. Let's pop that there then. So this card is actually about being kind to yourself. It's asking you to be the love and nurturing that you seek, and to encourage you to rely on yourself. So it says acts of kindness both to yourself and others are essential now. Gifts and thoughtful gestures from others are equally likely. Your intuition may be heightened and your desire to paint or write may be strengthened. Days spent alone will recharge energy. This card also signifies the need to spend time with animals. So, from my perspective, at the very beginning I said how it felt like you needed a gentle hug of compassion and caring and self-love. That's what this is about. You might want to write down what's going on just to help you process at a logical level, but also energetically. Sometimes when we journal, we write stuff down on what's going on, it helps us to understand what has actually happened, helps us to get a much clearer visibility of the behaviours of others by writing it down, by writing our frustrations down. In fact, I had a really great discussion with a very lovely friend today. I don't know if she's watching, my friend Amy, and she helped me realise that I remembered how helpful it is to write a letter to someone. Now, I don't mean to send it, but if you write a letter in the space, in your own space, stating how you feel, why you feel the way you feel, what you want from the relationship, all that sort of stuff, sometimes it helps you to come to a conclusion about whether that relationship is still right for you or not. And if you write down everything that's happened in the relationship, you start to see if there's genuine care there, genuine understanding, or if it's become so unbalanced for such a long time that it's not serving your highest good anymore, and whether you should step away from it. So that is the final bit. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. I always say have a little bubble bath if you need to take care of yourself, with a face mask and a hair mask and a foot mask and all the rest of it, and a little glass of wine if that is your thing. If it's not, just take some time out with your pets, with animals, just to have some calm, relaxed time. Thank you so much for watching Pile 2. If this resonated, please do click on subscribe and like, so that you don't miss other readings, and to help grow my channel so that I can help more people. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching, Spiritual Guidance. And we are looking today at what your spirit guides have to say to you about something you've been worrying about. Now then, you have picked the most cheeriest, I'm going to say it, the most cheeriest card in the pack of, in the I'm all tongue-tied because this is my third pile. This is a very cheerful card, folks, is what I'm trying to say. It is tremendously auspicious if you are considering something to do with love. So it can represent a proposal in a loving relationship, or something that's quite significant from a commitment point of view. It's showing that all is or will be very well in your emotional world, and that all your desires from an emotional perspective have come to fruition, and you are and that it's all manifesting for you. And what it's showing here is, because we've got all those lovely cinnamon rolls in there, it's showing that it's important to share your gratitude and happiness with those around you, particularly those closest to you and your community if possible. So share, if you're in a good place right now. It might be as well that other people aren't in a good place, which has been a worry for you, and it's just asking you to share what you can with them, to support them, to help them to feel better, to give them that warmth. So with cinnamon and baking and the candle and the light, and there's nothing nicer than a warm, friendly home. And that's a big deal to some people, because not everybody lives in that way. So allow that to come resonating from you, that warmth, whether you invite people into your home or not, whether you share food with them or not. Allow you to kind of radiate that warmth to others, and kindness and comfort and nurturing and nourishment. Allow that to come from you, and share that out with people, because you just don't know how much it impacts on folks sometimes, and just what they need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little look at what has been going on for you, Pile 3. And then we'll have a look at what spirit and what your spirit guides want to oh, there already. Okay, so you've been in a state of limbo about something. We'll get a few cards out so that I can see the full story of what's going on. And what I was trying to say before Spirit jumped in ahead of me was that we'll find out what's been going on, then we'll get information about what you should be doing and advice, and then we'll get something about the outcome. So Spirit, what's been going on for pile 3, please? And your spirit guides draw you to this reading because they're always trying to talk to you and share with you different bits of information and support to help you on your path. We've got something popping out here. Impulsiveness. How interesting. So that's the Knight of Wands. So that might be your impulsiveness, or it might be... We've got the Hanged Man, interestingly, next to impulsiveness, and it's the opposite. So, hold on. If I put that way up, do you see how it's the same character, but in the opposite state? How interesting. So, you might have been 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, you know, like raring to get going, but impatient and having to wait and... frustrated with it. What's going on, please, Spirit? What has been going on for pile 3? What have they been worrying about? Interesting. 10 of Swords is completion, but it can be sometimes people worrying about people stabbing you in the back or saying things that aren't very nice about you. Let's have a look, Spirit. What's been going on for pile 3, please, Spirit? Oh, interesting. To do with stuff from the past, or people from the past, or a soulmate. So maybe people from... Oh, interesting. Let me get some more information. Spirit, can I have a bit more information about why? So we've got the Hanged Man, which is all to do with being stuck and having to be patient and things not moving forward as much as we want. Then we've got impulsiveness and somebody who's trying the hardest to make things happen as fast as possible and to really be determined to progress with something. Then we've got that people are maybe not being ever so nice to do with stuff from the past. So maybe you're trying to change your circumstances and people are dragging you back. Spirit, let's have a look. What is this about, please? River rocks. Go with the current, dear one. Find peace in letting go. Let life wash over your soul and welcome your becoming. Yeah, I think maybe you're worrying about things are going to be like they were in the past. That things have happened that aren't very nice in the past. And as you're racing ahead, trying to make things happen and trying to create a new life and trying to, you know, have a better, happier life, that actually you're anxious that you might repeat issues from the past. This is telling you to let go of what's happened in the past. And you can do an exercise called Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian modality, and it's basically where you go, please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. And you say that to yourself and to the others in like a meditative state. So not necessarily in real life. You can do it in real life, but you can kind of imagine yourself saying that to all the people involved. But also you do it to yourself where you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. So that you can forgive yourself for the difficulties you've been through in life. So if things have been hard in the past, you know, and you've felt that impact and you're worried it's going to happen again. Forgive yourself for your actions in the past. Forgive yourself for maybe not taking care of yourself as much as you could have done, or for not seeing the truth in things, or for going through what you've gone through. Because we do the best that we can at the time. And it's important to have that compassion and care for yourself, and to let go of things that have happened in the past, because if we carry around a lack of forgiveness, it just hurts us rather than allowing us to do this wonderful, you know, like sharing with the community. Now I'm recognising as I'm doing these readings, it's getting a little bit darker. So apologies, pile 3, because might look a bit dark, but hopefully you can see what's going on okay. I have got the light on, but if I put the really bright light on, it kind of glares off things. So hopefully that's okay. Right, Spirit, please can we have some information about what pile 3 should be doing to help ease their worries? Please can we have some information about what pile 3 should be doing to ease their worries? Two of Cups. So enjoy relationships is what I want to say. Enjoy time with either a new romantic relationship, a current existing romantic relationship. Put some effort into that. So that if this is about something that's happened in a relationship that you're worrying about, it's showing that things are going to be good. You can start again by releasing the past of what has happened, especially if it's to do with a soulmate or whatever. You can either, depending on what this relates to, sometimes the Two of Cups is a new relationship coming in, but if that's not applicable, it can be about the renewal of an existing relationship in a good way. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because this is for many people. Spirit, please advise what else pile 3 needs to hear. The 9 of Pentacles, that's the wish card. So we've got gratitude, and that shows that things are going to be good. You know, your wishes will come true, which might be in relation to a relationship, especially because this first card is all about warming your heart and readiness. Readies my heart, all deserving comfort, readies my heart. Perhaps it's a case that maybe you've actually, now this, like I say, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. But if you're somebody who's been worrying about whether you're going to get into a relationship or not, it's showing that you've been preparing for getting into a relationship. Start spending time in the community. You've been patiently waiting, but trying to take action to meet someone, worrying about what's happened in the past. But you need to let that go so that you can enjoy a new relationship, or the refreshal, I want to say. I don't think that's a word. So that you can enjoy a regenerated kind of new version of the relationship that you're already in, because your wishes will come true when it comes to love, is what I'm going to say. Spirit, can I have a bit more information, please, for pile 3? Now, if you do have a situation where you need to either bring love in or let go of issues from previous relationships or things that have gone wrong, do check out my website. It's all about love and relationships. It's www.foxglovecoaching.com, and I can work with you with therapeutic, psychological therapies, spiritual guidance and holistic healing and neurolinguistic programming and all sorts of different things. We can work through anything that you need to open the world up to you, to allow more love in, so that you can have all the wishes that you want coming true. Queen of Swords. So this is about ensuring that you know, feel empowered to have a happy life. Feel empowered in your relationships. Feel empowered to stand tall with pride and to enjoy the life that you've got and to be exactly who you are. And also recognise that, you know, sometimes people do things and they don't actually mean to cause hurt or harm, or like I said earlier, people are just doing the best they can with what they've got at this time. So Spirit, can I have some more advice cards for pile 3, please? Oh golly, I think you might have more than, yeah, we've got 3. So we've got snowflakes. Every moment is a sacred gift, a blessing you shouldn't take for granted. So recognise that in life we always have a mixture of the good and the bad, and that's with people as well. So everybody acts in different ways. They've got the shadow side, they've got the good side. If you're having a good time and allow yourself to enjoy the good times. Allow yourself to have magic moments, to have beautiful moments that matter and touch you to your core. You know what I mean? Allow that to take place and appreciate it without brushing it aside or making it less than it is. We've also got snowdrops. When all seems to stem from the unknown, hold firm in knowing that all will be as it should. Okay, so you might feel a little bit out of control and uncertain and a bit anxious about this uncertainty, but that's okay. Just allow yourself to go with it and don't feel too much fear. And then we've got serpent. Slither through and out as you shed in preparation for a new beginning. Jolly nice. So when, I feel like you've got all sorts of nice things coming. In fact, it says you've got nice things coming because this is a beautiful card. So let go of what no longer serves you, in the sense of, if stuff's not been very good in the past, it's okay. That's gone. That's in the past. Allow yourself to enjoy the moment now. Now, stop worrying about what's happened in the past. Don't worry about the future is unknown. You know, that can cause anxiety if you focus on it too much. Enjoy the current moments and know that you're going into a new beginning. It's not going to be the same as it was before. You've got a whole new version of life that you're going into. Let's see what the final outcome for you is, pile 3. Spirit, what is the final outcome for pile 3? This is very exciting. You've got your wishes coming true. You've got good relationships. You've got a whole new beginning. You've got wonderful things to celebrate with your nearest and dearest of the community. You've got, the outcome is the 10 of Cups, joyfulness. Again, one of the best cards in the cup, one of the best cards in the pack. So 10 of Cups is basically about full emotional happiness. That is what you are going to achieve. Good times are coming. You are going to have a very happy life, and you're going to feel fulfilled, and thy cup will floweth over. So don't worry, pile 3, because it's all coming good. I hope that makes you feel better. If you did like this reading, please do click on the subscribe button and the like button, because it helps to grow my channel, and I do want to help more people if I can. If you do want to work with me one-to-one, feel free to have a little look in the description section and it will tell you how to do that. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.